Well, hello, my fellow car milers. How are you doing today? This is me, Luka C. And if you love to listen for hours to a bunch of knuckleheads talk about model cars, then you just found your new favorite podcast.
Hey, this is Irvin from The Art of Rake on YouTube. I'm the rookie of the group. Listen to the best topics on the hobby right here, right now.
Hi, I'm Fred Pappy Henry from West Georgia Rods and Customs on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We'll give you tips, techniques, advice on using your favorite color of Rust-Oleum.
Oh, come on.
Man, had to go there. What? Or even how some color paints on your next project.
Hey guys, it's Mark, Hobby Dude 007 on YouTube and Facebook. Find out all the great tips and tricks, good and bad, right here on the Model Car Enthusiast Podcast.
So you better be sure to follow us, the Box of Chocolates of Model Car Podcast, because you never know what you're going to get. That was terrible, wasn't it? Right here on YouTube and Spotify. Well, here it is, baby. That's right. The USACC number 569 Camaro build. We're coming down to the home stretch. Got 2 more weeks or so. We're getting into focus. We'll see. All right, well, man, I have not had a lot of time to work on this, but when I do get some time, I have really been enjoying this, and it is totally getting the look that I am going for. Like, look in this picture right here, just directly onto it. You can see I got the rake I'm looking for. I'm going for that. If you guys are familiar with modified production back in the late 70s, that's what I'm building here, I decided. And it is totally having that late 70s, early 80s, just kind of a backyard built modified production type super stock car. I just love those kinds of cars. We're just getting the look. And again, here's I got 2 sets of these decals. I got another one here. I don't really like this one's a little darker. It's probably a newer one. Doesn't really have the year on it, but the decals look like they're in great shape. But I think I'm going to go with this one because when I get the yellow on the body, I think this is going to give the better look, because if you can see the oranges, and they're more separated. The other one, it all blend into like a dark orange, and I didn't like that. So, but I don't know, because they are so different. We might go with, look at how the Rampage is on this. So we might mix and match some decals here. That's nice having 2 to go by, but they are in great shape. I'm going to do a little test on them. I don't even think I'm going to have to clear them. I tell you, man, things are going great. I've got the chassis right where I want it. I got my flat hood right here. I'm going to put this hood scoop on it. I started tinkering with the engine. We're not going to show that yet. I'm not ready to. There's not much there to show. Probably in the next video. But the engine, going with the small block. I got a really cool setup. And of course, the way those modified production cars were back in the day, they ran like a high-rise intake, 2 carburetors. We're just going to go really basic, but it's going to look great. I want to put some decent wiring on it. I'm not going to go nuts. But I really kind of did the bare necessities with the chassis, and we're going to show. I'm going to take this apart. It's just mocked up right now. We're going to go with the bare necessities. The chassis is just black. I'm not worrying about it. I don't know, I might put some traction devices only because you can see them when it's sitting, because this thing is sitting so high. Like, again, if you see in this picture right here. And I think I need to have some cool, I got an idea for some either slapper bars, the good old-fashioned slapper bars. I'm going to put some cool ladder bars, like the ladder bars from the 66 Malibu flip nose from Monogram. I love those. I actually made a mold of those years ago, and I used to sell them. I still have the mold, so I might cast a set of these. As a matter of fact, I happen to have an old set right here. Those are resin cast ones, so maybe I'll just use these. I might throw those in the box right now. Go ahead and use those up. I'm going to reset the camera because right now it's in front of me and I can't get to this. So let me start taking this apart and show you what I've done. Some coolness is happening. Okay, so getting into disassembling this thing so I can show you what I've worked on right there. Got the wheels and tires I want to go with. The tires I showed you before. These are these 2-piece that were from Revell, I believe. But I always collect those up. People don't like them. I'm just dropping everything. Jeez. Let's get that so we got to look. People usually don't like these slicks, but like I'm saying, man, these are awesome slicks. We're going to get into what I'm going to be doing with those. The wheels, like I talked about before, these wheels originally came from the AMT 55 Chevy, and we went ahead and made molds of them, and this was actually the front one, and there's a rear one that is deeper. I didn't want to go that deep, so I used the front one for the rear on this. Of course, they're not on the chrome tree in the kits. Now, these are resin casts that I made molds of them because I also modified one to be skinny. So I had a matching set. So I've got front runners that were modified from this wheel, and I did that. And then I basically, when I made it, I got the wheel all ground down to just the flat surface of the you know, whatever, and the center. And I took the inner wheel rim that they give you in the old Pro Stock kits and just glued it on there and then made a mold. Really simple, quick, fast, blam, got myself a nice centerline or SST front runner. That's the route I wanted to go. That's going to give me that 70s look. I love that late 70s look. And we can see how the rake, everything about this tire just works out right. It's just sitting right where I want it. And, you know, I've got the kind of poking out a little bit. It'll be about like that when it's all mounted in there. Totally the look I'm going for. Absolutely happy with that. So let's get around. These are going to just, everything's just kind of sitting there. It's all going to fall. So let's look at the chassis. I didn't do much with the chassis, but like I showed you guys in the last video, I heated up and arched the stock leaf springs. And you can see right here, there's the original, you know, mounting point onto the frame right there. You can see from arching how these went forward, but I just put them on top of the frame and glued them on to where it gives it a little even more lift. And that's it. I don't even have shocks in there. I was going to do a nice detailed chassis, and who knows, I might come back to it. I don't know. But, you know, I did all the taking of the copyright off of there. I worked real hard getting that gone. And this is just, to me, a semi-gloss flat, semi-gloss black, and I love that. It's always got the perfect look. And I'm just not going to worry about the chassis on this. I'm concentrating on it sitting on the table, what it looks like, and just going basics with that. So I'm not worrying about that. One thing I might add is I think because it does show when the car's sitting there and you got the wheel on, I need a huge traction device like what was popular on these cars back in the late 70s and early 80s. Either a huge slapper bar or those ladder bars underneath there. I think they'll look great. They'll give it that 70s beast look, you know, drag car look. Went with the monogram front runners from the old Pro Stock kits, and I think they were also in the funny car kits. And I'm just going to, you know, what I did here. I love hand lettering. I'm just going to hand letter the Goodyears. I'll probably do the same on these old Revell two-piece. People, I get people to give me these because they don't like them. I love these. I've talked about them in past videos. I love these tires. They just have the perfect shape and everything. Once you glue them together and do all the treatments, man, this is a great looking slick. It's a harder, it's a soft plastic. It's harder than vinyl, but it does, these are great. I love them. I'll just paint the Goodyear, and I'm going to do a treatment on here. I want to get that look that was, you saw a lot more the old slicks back in the day when the guys would roll through the pits, and after a run these things would be hot and sticky, and they'd pull up in the grassy areas of their pits and just kind of would have all the dirt and everything stuck onto the tread. I'm going to play with something, and I'll show you later. I got an idea of how I'm going to do the treatment on the tread to give it that look, but that's what we're going to go with that. Now, something I want to show you that's a little bit of information that you know, I'm not going to say people get it wrong, but they get it wrong. A little thing to know about real 69 Camaros if you're wanting to do an accurate underside. And I probably will do it to this just because it looks great, even though, you know, you can't see it much. But when the car's like this, you can kind of see it. See this whole rocker panel here? This part right there. And right here, this with these two bolts. That should all be body color, all the way to this ridge, the pinch weld there. Because this was part of the body. This would get painted. And this was, of course, part of the front fender, went underneath, and it would attach with two bolts down there. So that should be body color. And this should be body color all the way to this pinch weld where the floorboard would meet the body, where they would do it at the assembly plant and they pinch weld it. But this would all get painted because it can be seen from the road, from, you know, in regular view. So that should be body color, and I'll probably do that. I'll probably make this body color. It's just, it makes a world of difference. Try it sometime next year you're building one of these kits. They did such a beautiful job doing the accuracy, which had never been done before on any of these first gen F body kits. They really nailed that perfect. That's exactly, this whole underside, that's exactly, I mean, dead on what a 67 to 69 Camaro underside looks like. And Firebird, absolutely, they knocked it out of the park with this kit. That's why Fred picked it. Now onto the body. You can see I'm working. I got all the chrome trim and the script off. I've been sanding on that. I got rid of the windshield wipers because you don't race in the rain. There's no need for windshield wipers. Got rid of that script back there. And we still got some work to do here. I got to smooth it out, and then we're going to be getting ready to primer. This is all opened up. I got rid of the chrome around the wheel wells because I can't stand that. And yeah, so this is getting the look I want. Let's go ahead and pop this chassis out, or chassis when I feel like being pretentious, as a viewer once said to me. Hated it, and so I say it a lot now. Tell me you don't like something, I'm going to do it all the time. So here we are with the interior. I'm working on the roll cage. Pretty simple. I got that all bent up, and everything else will just, that's the hardest part of doing a roll cage. It's not 100% perfectly accurate, but it fits in there. I'm going to get it mounted in there. I'm going to have 2 bars come down. I'll probably do the overhead loop down in front of the dashboard, and then one going across down to the bottom. There, and we got the dashboard basic, just a little bit of silvering done. All of my trim that I did here, you know, just the basics. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to go crazy. But I used the AK markers. I've done a video on these before. These things are awesome and so easy to use, but I just used the aluminum. And you think I used a chrome pen, but it was just perfect. The whole center of that steering wheel, which was I don't even know where the steering wheel comes from. It's a parts box steering wheel I put in there. Everything that's supposed to be chrome, even down to the boot frame there, you know, all done with that pen. And it does fine. We love it. Pretty happy with that. So that's it for the interior. I just got to finish the roll cage. And yeah, we're back to the body here. I'll probably paint up under there just with a paint pen, you know, whatever. And that's pretty much it. Now we got it all blown apart. Again, flat hood from the 67, 68 AMTs. I kind of had to do a little work to the sides and had to reshape the cowl area, and it fits pretty decent. You can even make them better, but there we go. That's all ready to rock. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut a hole because I decided originally I was gonna do more of a super stock car that wouldn't have something sticking out. But man, oh man, when this is a cast I did from the old Monogram 69 Camaro. That hood scoop it's my favorite mailbox, you know, hardwood mailbox style scoops. I love these, and I think that's the best one in scale form out of the Monogram 69 Camaros. Absolutely love these, and I made molds of them, and I might, if I can get this down to where I can make them in production, I'm going to start putting these on the website soon. I got a whole bunch of really great hood scoops, and we're going to start selling hood scoops soon. So it's something we're working on, and I just think I'm going to have to cut the hole. I got to do it. I got to. It's just going to look cool, as we saw in the picture. All right, that's it. I am going to get back on this, and we got 2 weeks. Got 2 weeks to get it done, and holy cow, I got some work to do. But you know, we're going to get on the engine. It's not anywhere for me to show you anything. I do want to have this engine in here and do some light detail. Use my ProTech stuff on there, and that's going to be a great video. So I know everybody, and I've done one a long time ago, doing detail wiring like these spark plug wires. I think that will be a great video to do for you guys again. I'm going to do the spark plug wires on that engine, and I got a couple other things to put on that engine I really want to show off that's going to be perfect for this car. I hope I don't run out of time with that. If I do, if I can only get this car by the time the USACC's done and I don't have the engine done, we're going to stay on it, get that engine done, and get it in this car, even if it's past the due point of the USACC. I want to have a model sitting there done for the USACC build. And we're getting on to this. This was fun. If you've never built one of these, this is an absolute blast kit. It is really one of my favorites. The Revell, when they came out with it in 1990, bought a bunch of them. They're fun. I've never finished one. I've started a whole bunch of them, got them almost done. Never had any issues with the put together of them. I got a whole fleet that after we're done with this, I'd like to fit them in this year and kind of get a few of them done, because these just are cool. So we get this done. This is going to be my first time ever finally completing one of these. Built many of them, never completed them. We're going to complete this one. So 2 more weeks. We're on it. We're working on it. And there you go. That is my update for my USACC build number 5. And man, we're looking forward to the 15th of March. That's always a fun day. Watch out on the 15th of March. You're going to see tons of videos get laid out of everybody, what they've done for this. And I've seen some of these builds that some of those content creators are doing of these, and oh my goodness, are they so neat. Some of them have been putting up what they're doing, and you might have seen. Some are just waiting till the end, and just wait till you see what's in store. That Sunday is going to be a Sunday to sit, get your popcorn, and just watch as the videos, like starting at midnight Eastern time it starts, man. People start dropping their videos, and we will have a video on this done Rampage modified production race car 69 Camaro. Why do we build these model cars? Why? 'Cause they're fun. Here's the producers.